Okay,
Good.
so I'm sitting here with Lina, and thank you so much, Lina, for sharing your assignment with us and with the rest of the class. So what we see here is that as soon as you finish the questionnaire that QuickBooks will ask you when you set up your QuickBooks, you'll get to this setup checklist where you're gonna have the basic business information already checkmarked, and then if you say get ready to invoice, if you click there, then it's gonna ask you to actually personalize. Your invoices. So this is where you can create a logo of your own, or choose a logo image that you like. This is just for our own purposes. With a real client, you would actually want them to have a logo. There is an opportunity for us to create logos for them through the university. If you ever have a client that needs that, we can connect them through our school, specifically the center, the women's center. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. The Central Valley's Women Entrepreneur Center provides the ability um, to work with companies, small companies, to develop their logos. So here's where you're gonna have your personalized and payable invoices. Then it's gonna ask you to add your customers, and then add your products and services, and then tailor your invoicing. So first, we're gonna do make invoices personalized and payable. Do you have a logo yet, Lina?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and grab it and upload it. Thank you so much. So let's personalize this and then upload your logo, because we should add a logo already on your on your spreadsheet as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then this is going to give you an option to go and select. I don't know if it's actually picking it up. I can't see that, but I'm thinking that you're.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm
Yeah.
not able to see the process of you uploading it. It just looks like it's paused. But so so I'll take this opportunity to keep talking to you guys. So once you upload the logo, right, we're gonna be going through your spreadsheet to make sure you import all of your customers. So let me pause the video for a sec. I absolutely love the logo. Look at that dentistry logo. I love it. Let's go ahead and press next. Now it's gonna say like what your customers will see. So this is just an email sample that you can send. You can send it to your email, so you can see that. That's great. Email looks great. So then this is the
Okay.
way it would look. And so now you can look at it and see if you like the way your invoice looks. Otherwise, then we can circle back. All right, let's press next. And, and now we're gonna okay. This is where you can set up the payments that customers can make to your company. So this is gonna be relevant when you're helping clients set up their own QuickBooks. This is where you will set up the available pay rates. It's going to ask for your federal identification number and social security, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to skip it for now, but in the future we're going to actually work with clients and by answering all the questions that this will ask. Let's go ahead and skip, and then this is, let's go ahead and say done. So you want to make sure you download your app. This is great because you can work out of your phone. You would make your client do that as well. So we go back to our second section of this get ready to invoice portion, and this is where you're going to add your customers. So let's go ahead and press go, and you can do this on your own. On the left hand side you're going to see the customers, and but here.
So,
All right.
oh,
But yeah, so you would have to do a new customer on the right top corner. Now, most QuickBooks actions are going to be green buttons. So on the top right corner, there's a green button that says new customer. And this is where you
oh,
type in all of the ones that you've already collected from your spreadsheet, right? So give us the first customer that you have. Was it Kim Kardashian?
yeah.
All
So
right.
here?
Yeah, definitely. Kim Kardashian. Now you got to spell it right.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Hold up.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this video for a minute. Recording. So as you can tell, we then plug in the information, the email, the address, 91325.
Mm.
So apparently Kim Kardashian lives on Vincent Boulevard. Don't go rush to her house, please. Don't go rush to her house now. You may get somebody that's upset at you for that. Who is it now, Pete or Yay? All right, let's do save. So we're gonna go back out of this. You can continue adding all your customers, but let's go ahead and exit out of this for now. And let's go
Okay.
back to the overview. So we're actually gonna go to get things done. Thank you. So then now let's go ahead and start adding products and services. So you can add an item. We can start with the services. Is that what we have first? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with some of those services. So someone would be like teeth cleaning. So let's go ahead and copy paste, and you can always go grab
What does it
those.
mean by name though?
The name of the service.
Oh, okay.
And so if you go all the way down to section F, I think. Oh yeah, section C. Copy, $125. Okay, so let's give it a category. There's no SKU, but what category are we gonna use? So this are gonna, let's just call it services. Yeah,
Okay.
the
Right here.
category. No, on the third, because you can separate services, and you can always do financial statements that separate by category. So you may have products that belong to one category that you want to track. So you may want to track tacos versus hamburgers versus something else versus hot dogs. Or in the case of a dentistry, you may have like cleaning versus doctor related transactions. So you can add categories, or you can choose not to have categories, right? And for services, this is all you need. So you need the name, the price, and the income account, which is going to be services. You do want to have two income accounts, one for services and one for products, but we'll get to that next. So let's go ahead and save and close. You don't
Do I
purchase,
click?
so
Oh,
you don't
okay.
purchase this service from someone else because it's not an inventoriable item. A service you don't purchase to resell. So all
Oh,
services are going to be just like that, unchecked. Wonderful. Now let's do a product, if you don't mind me.
okay.
Ooh. Okay, so let's turn on inventory tracking, please. Turn on. Okay, perfect. Now it's tracking. That means you got to pay more money for that. So the QuickBooks works, if you have products, then you have to pay a little more. All right. So then that's, yeah, perfect. So we're going to do that. We don't need to have a category, but it would be nicer, 250.92. So that is the price. But it specifically tells you though on the instructions, once you get to a page. So let's go jump to the instructions because and we want to be very careful here. Let's go to the instructions real quick, the accounting 146 instructions. Yeah.
Okay.
So it always tells you, right? Let's keep going down, 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 because it's just all the stuff that you can verify later. So let's keep going down. We kind of jump all these steps because it gives you a checklist, and then now you got to go back to this. So setting up products and services, this is where we do. All the initial quantities on hand are gonna be 100. Can we go up again to section step 7, 7B? So for products that are inventory items, we keep going down. We're gonna keep doing this, and it says initial quantity on hand. We always want to make sure that we do 100 as of the beginning of this year. So that is the instructions. Make sure you pay attention to these guys. Let's go back to Lina, to your QuickBooks. And so this is where you put the initial quantity on hand. If you don't do this at the beginning, then it creates a mess on your accounts and you won't balance, and then you'll have to see me. And it is as of January 1st, 2023. And we're gonna reorder only when we get to 0. So that's gonna be easy. Now in your business or somebody else's business, if they get to, no Diet Cokes, please tell them that they don't want to do that. If they're in the business of selling Diet Cokes and you like Diet Cokes like I do, then tell them to reorder when they get to 3 dozens, right? So by the time I get there, I still have some Diet Coke. But here we're gonna just use 0. And this is an inventory asset account. That's beautiful. You could add a description here of your product. So this is gonna show up on all the invoices and receipts. So you may want to say, fancy whatever. That's up to you. Now the sales
Okay.
price is 250.92. Now let's keep going down. Now I need to know what the cost to you is, and this is critical as well because we're telling the system that we have 100 of those items in inventory, and it needs to know how much you pay for that. So let's go ahead and find out what the cost is, which would be exactly 50% of your price. In this case, it's 125.46, and we're gonna buy that from Banco Dental. So add a new one, and now we're gonna add a vendor, Banco Dental. So
Right
we're doing
here.
this. You can do the company, yeah, the company name first, yeah. So Banco, oh, Benco Dental, okay. And let's go ahead and put all their info since we're here, and for that you need to go over there and get it. So notice that we didn't do it step by step. This is because we're following the checklist, and so we can do it this way as well. 93,710. Okay, perfect. And we have an email, right, for them?
No.
Let's go ahead and put the business ID as well. No, no email necessary. So let's just make sure that we have a business ID number in there. And that's gonna be all the way down, I think. Tax ID. And
Oh.
this is important, guys, because when you're tracking a vendor's purchases or yeah, the purchases to a vendor, sometimes you will need to cut a 1099. And this is the way we track payments for 1099. You just select that little checkbox, and you're gonna do this at with your clients. So let's go ahead and press save. So we kind of went through all of the steps very quickly um, in your checklist, but you're gonna come back and do this one step at a time. But let me stop this video then and wish you luck. So again, we covered very quickly. We went from setting up your company, your clients, your products, and if we go back to the instructions, Lina, on your Google Docs,
Hmm.
can we go back to step 4 and see what it is? So step 4 was navigate, which we did. Let's go to number 5. Number 5 is to set up sales tax. We're gonna do that next in a different video, and there's already a video on that. Then there's setting up vendors, which we just did one. Then we're gonna set up products and services, right? Which we just did 2, one product, one service, right? Let's keep going. You're gonna set up customers, which we did at front. And then we're gonna set up the checking and credit card account balances next. Okay, let me stop recording.